There's a nice path here.
Chemical-free and organic since the 1970s. Natural birth and death at home. Around the world, local small family farms carry the great responsibility. Generations of wisdom vital for our sustaining and nourishing all life and our connectedness to our nature. It's an honor to touch this universal place with this family. In the 1760s, young William and Kezialain began caring for this part of the earth. He joined George Washington's militia to help this country come into being.
About all they did was work, eat, and sleep, I guess. They didn't have diversions at all. And then, you know, on Sundays, would be their day of rest, but they'd still get up and do their chores.
Come on in, brother.
Hello, church.
Had time for fellowship, the only main time they had to visit.
Before the church was constructed, the faithful met in members' houses, in barns, and in summer in groves of trees.
William had 2 pews, one down on the first level.
I sat here many a Sunday, listening to the Word of God. Oh, then, brethren.
Oh, up!
He's got lineage. Donovan goes back from my first show cow I ever bought.
Helping all children connect.
He likes the camp. These kids are exposed to the growing of the crops and the animals. They see what's actually going on here. This is good.
He realized the fields needed some lime, so he came down here where the lime was coming out of the earth, and he'd cut it off, haul it over to his crusher and crush it, and spread it out on the fields. And this was been used on the farm, good for building houses and wonderful for the fields. Counteract the acidity. It sweetens the soil.
The cost to run a farm is enormous. They've been working with environmental solutions for decades.
Because ponds can be used for geothermal energy. It all depends on the depth of the water. The deeper it is, the warmer it stays in the winter, the cooler it stays in the summer. The more energy for heating and cooling. Here's the bottom, right there.
Taking care of each other, you know, that's really important. I am here because this is where my family is. Just can't think of any place else that I would rather be. In taking care of this little piece of the planet, you know. What's happening with global warming, what's happening to the U.S. economy, famine, war. My answer to total despair is to say, okay, we have this beautiful spot. You know, food is a real basic. And hopefully we'll be able to help people survive if it gets to that point.
Ready? He says garlic. These are real sweet pear. They're going to be really good. Nothing prettier than a tree full of peaches. That's bounty. Sweet bounty. Apples. Wow. Wintercrest, the yellow rocket. So some lunch. Nettles.
Wonderful chlorophyll and full of vitamins and minerals. They grow all over the place. Beautiful dandelion greens.
We make compost. It's great. It's the way an organic farm would feed the earth. This was horse manure, cow manure, wood chips, hay, all mixed together, and some topsoil to get the bacteria. Then it attracts all the worms, good old friendly worms, and help rejuvenate the soil. It really is what keeps this farm so beautiful, fertile, lush, and happy. They are sweet. The cows are hungry a lot because they have big bellies, and all they eat is this hay, which is, sort of fibrous-y, and so they need a lot of volume. So that's why we go out in the fields and in the summer and make all this hay for them, because in the winter, obviously, there's nothing to eat. Since cows were invented, that's all they ever ate was hay and grass. It's only now that people start trying to feed them weird things and unnatural things and grains and things like that, because they want the cows to grow bigger and fatter and give more milk, but they really don't want it or need it, and it's actually not good for them, and it's not good for the people who eat their milk and their meat. So that's why we've decided that grain is for people and grass is for cows, and they seem to like it. Seem to like the idea. So this is called a windrow, when it's raked up for the wind, the air to dry out, but you see all the moisture still in it. So we're gonna give it some time, some sun, and it's a perfect day for drying. In an hour or two, this will be just right for baling. This is what happens to farms, or to barns, when the farmers leave. They slowly fall down. This farm was approved for development in 2007. They came in, the developers, and started building roads and put up a couple of houses, but everything is just sitting.
Various farms to be kept in agriculture. You all know that there's been so many farms that have been bought up by developers, and it's been a great temptation for many of them to sell, and we've lost all too many.
He was the last farmer to use draft horses to farm. He remembered the old ways.
So thankful that we can be one of the ones involved. As I said, our family has had our farm for 240 years. I speak for my wife, my 6 children. None of them wanted to sell in any event, and we expect it to continue. We have my grandchildren of 8th generation on the farm.
I just wishful thinking.
Well, I don't understand.
Get it out of there, go!
Now, okay, Milt, go right on in there.
There's milk.
Show them how to do it.
Yeah, Milton!
We feel that very soon maybe we will have a 9th generation also. We're not going to allow that to end. We're just going to continue as long as all of us are able.
The barn swallows come back to the shop every year, exactly the same time.
The end of April.
Yeah.
19th, 20th or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This here is a nice little house for a friendly little woodchuck. They're very smart creatures. They live in the ground, and it really makes a lot of sense. This is really rough on our machines. Horses don't like them either. He can fall in and break a leg. So we're going to have to see what we can do about these woodchucks. Teach them to, maybe they could live in the woods rather than in the fields. That would be good. That would be a nice woodchuck. Hear that, Mr. Woodchuck?